Hi there guys, welcome back to RonsTechHub, and in this video we're going to be looking at Microsoft Teams. First of all, let's go over what Microsoft Teams is. So this is the website for Microsoft Teams, and I would describe this as Microsoft's answer to Zoom, Microsoft's answer to Google Meets or to Google Hangouts. It's a messaging stroke video platform which people in general could just use to communicate. Since most of us are working from home now, it's a really nice free utility. And if you are already tied into the Microsoft ecosystem, so if you have Microsoft Office and you use Microsoft Outlook as your email client, this is really handy for you. Now that we know what Microsoft Teams is, how do we get Microsoft Teams? There are two ways to do this. Microsoft Teams can be downloaded to your PC, to your phone, to your tablet. However, because I'm on my laptop, I'm going to show how to access it on laptops for everyone. So even if you have a Mac, a Windows, if you have some version of Linux installed, you can still use Microsoft Teams from the web browser. So from my web browser here, this is Google Chrome, I'm simply going to type in Teams. That's going to take me to the Microsoft website here. I'm going to click on that, and from here I'm going to choose sign up for free. If you already have a Microsoft account, you go to sign in and you follow the steps through. If you don't have one, like myself, I'm going to sign up for free. I'm going to click on that, and here's going to ask you the email address you want to use. So I'm going to use RonsTechHub. I mean, even if you guys do try to send me a message, I'll never get it because I've blocked this email. So RonsTechHub@gmail.com. I'm going to click next. Now this option is quite important. If you use it for friends and family, they're going to tell you that you should use Skype, because Microsoft also owns Skype. If you do for school, they might say to you use Classroom. I'm going to use for work and organizations. Now this is the best option. It gives you everything. Click on that. Click next. I'm going to click create account. I'm going to type my password in. Click next. I'm going to save that. Now this part I will black out so you guys don't see all my details here, okay? My date of birth. I'm going to blur this whole thing out so no one should be able to see this. Now it says verify email. Enter the code we sent to your email. So go check your emails, and you're going to have I think a 4 or 6 digit code there. Simply enter that into this box here. Now after you've logged in or created your account, the reason I said to you guys I'm going to use a laptop and a Chrome browser to do this was so that I can use the web app instead. If you don't use the web app, you would have to download Teams to your PC or to your device, and I don't believe all devices are compatible. But on the web version, all devices should be compatible. So that's a Linux laptop, a macOS laptop, or a Windows laptop. I'm going to use the web app instead. I think that's the best way to use Teams. You still will get notifications sent to your email. So if someone sends you a message when you're not online, you're going to get an email sent to your email stating that you got a message from X person, or you got a file sent to you from X person. So you still get notifications. It's just compatibility across the web browser is a lot better, I think. So it's asking me here again. Invite people to your Teams. There we go. Got it, and we're done. So this is what Microsoft Teams looks like now. And the next part of this video, I'm going to go over some of the features of Microsoft Teams. So this is what Microsoft Teams looks like, and let's have a quick run through of all the things we have. So here in activity, you have just the most recent things pop up. So if you have a message, it will show up here, and it will show up in chat as well. If you have a meeting, it will show up here. You click on it, it takes you straight through to the meeting. So this is just, let's say, the notification section. On the chat, every text conversation you have with an individual or a group of people would be under here. Teams. So for example, I am in a Teams currently with my school, and there's a computer science meeting, there's a science meeting, there's a whole school meeting. Those would show up here. So every team is essentially like a WhatsApp group. So this would be groups of people. Meetings, as it says in the name, you would start a meeting, or you can join a meeting, and this would be a video meeting or a phone call. Now these two things are very similar. I've never actually used just a call section, but I'm assuming this would be where you call an individual and you can add other people. But for us, we always just use meetings. Files, this is where you would have your files. Your OneDrive section is here as well. But the good thing about this is that you can add other things as well. So when I go to here, for example, if OneDrive is not my main cloud storage platform, I can add another cloud storage platform here. So for example, in schools, we use Google Drive a lot because Google Drive has Google Classroom linked to it. So I actually create everything in Google Drive, and I can also share it on Microsoft Teams, which makes it really nice and simple. And down here, we can add other apps to our Microsoft Teams, and we can even go to more apps and choose extra things. But to be honest, I think this is a bit of overkill for myself, but feel free to go through and check things that you might want. So the main reason for showing you Teams was to show you that there are free alternatives to Zoom's paid version or to Skype's paid version, and Microsoft Teams is a really good free option. You can have, I think, up to 64 people in a meeting, something like that, and it does video call and voice calls really well. It allows you to share files seamlessly across any platform because it uses the web browser, so it's just really handy. That's one of the reasons I recommended it as a free software alternative. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks. Bye bye.